Well, good morning. Thanks for joining us again on Shop South Mississippi. We are with Elliot with Decorative Concrete Designs. How are you?
Doing great. Good to see you again, Chet.
Good to see you. And we were at a different house last time we spoke. We're at a new location today, and you've done what looks to be some pretty astounding work. Tell us about it.
That's correct. This particular homeowner had a dream and what we wanted to do. He told us that he wanted a stamped concrete patio. The yard was dropping off, and we came in. We got his vision, what he wanted. We came in, we formed it up, we poured in, we stamped the concrete, gave it the pattern that he wanted, also the color.
So I was speaking to the homeowner before we got on camera, and he said all of this was woods. He cleared it out. You've got the step coming down from the house as well.
That's correct. Yep. We came in, like you said, it was all woods. We've got the capability of coming in. If you have just dirt, don't have anything there, we could take your vision, we could work with you on what you want. You have a designer that you want us to work with, we could work with your designer. Also, you can come to our showroom and pick out any color and pattern, but this particular job, we came in, we formed it up, we stamped the imprint into it, turned out nice, we helped him with his vision.
Now, it goes without saying, you didn't do any of the brickwork here or the pergola, but you're able to do that.
Yes, we're able to do it. This particular job right here, you know, it's kind of in between jobs, and so we did the patio, but once the brick was in, we came back and we did the concrete countertops.
The countertops.
That's correct.
Those are fantastic. It literally, it's very slick. It's a great look.
Yes, that's the look that he was looking for. He wanted something that was going to be very low maintenance. He wanted a slick look. Also, he wanted the color to be throughout that would go with the existing patio that we did. As you look at it, the color just blends perfect with the patio that we did.
So tell us about the process with stamping. The last time we spoke, you had a patio that was made to look like wood grain. Tell us about this process here.
This particular patio, what we come in and we do, we come in and we take the concrete, we color the concrete. Once we color the concrete, we stamp the imprint into the concrete while the concrete is still in its plastic form. Before the concrete get hard, we stamp the, press the concrete, and then we come back and we seal the concrete.
So that's what the sealing is, what gives it this glossy look.
Yes, some people like the gloss, some people don't like the gloss. You can't get a finish with a gloss look, you can get a finish with a matte look.
This doesn't feel like it's slick either. Is this one, because I remember the last time it was around a pool area and you put something in it so it wasn't slippery. This one feels a little grainy as well.
Yes, we put a non-skid in it to keep from being slippery.
See, look at you. That's why you get paid the big bucks. Put the non-skid in so you can be out here if it's just rained or if the sprinkler systems have gone off and everything's kind of slick. You have a texturizing agent, a non-slip.
That's correct, a non-slip aluminum oxide. We put it into the concrete to keep it from being slippery. While it's wet, with shoes on, of course, because it can be slippery sometimes with just your feet. But we put a non-skid in the concrete.
So tell me about the, so I notice as I'm looking at his yard, it's definitely a lot higher, closer to the house than when you get to the back. What is the process that goes into leveling out the patio?
What we do, we come in and we shoot the elevations. We start from the highest elevation to the lowest point, and we get the right pitch and the grade so the water will flow. But also this particular job, because of the distance from the steps to the patio, we put in elongated walks and steps like landings instead of just putting a lot of stair stepping. So that's what we did. We put landings in.
Yeah, that looks fantastic. I mean, steps. He's got steps coming down from the patio, but this is a much nicer. This is a more sophisticated look. What you've got going on here.
That's right. Yeah, and this particular patio, believe it or not, this patio over 10 years old.
Really?
It's over 10 years
This
old.
one right here?
Yes.
You did this one 10 years ago?
Did it 10 years ago.
So take a look, guys, if you're watching. Take a look at how this is held up. This looks like it could have been done within the last 6 to 9 months. It still looks brand new. Yeah,
that's the beauty of it. If you do it right, use the right products and stuff, it'll last a good while. But you also have to do maintenance. One thing about this particular customer, he understood the maintenance plan, and we told him what he needed to do. That's coming back and put a seal coat on it 3 to 5 years, just depends on the traffic. He did that, and so the patio still looks good.
So does the sealing that you put on it, does it stop the color that you put in the concrete from fading, or is that just a permanent color when you put it in?
It's a permanent color when we put in it, but
so it's not going to fade? Well,
it could fade with the UV rays, and so that's the purpose of coming back and put a seal coat on it.
That's right. So for example, if you had somebody watching that wanted something similar to this, that had a similar steep grade from the edge of the house to the backyard, what is the process look like? how arduous is it to get in and start? What does a time frame look like from the time that you get in on the very first day to the time that it's ready? How could you make that happen?
Most projects like this right here, it may take 4 to 5 days, depend on the weather, of course.
We got to factor that in South Mississippi.
Definitely got to factor it in. But most of our projects, we try to do it within 4 to 5 days.
4 to 5 days. I thought you were going to say 4 to 5 weeks. This looks fantastic.
Yep, it does. It does.
And so if you have someone out there that's watching that also is interested, it's important to give a call and start that consultation process, because folks typically know they want something in the backyard. But what if they don't have the dream? What if they don't have the vision? Is that something that you can help them come up with?
Yeah, if they tell me what they're looking for, give us a small detail of what they want. They can come into the office, give us a call. I can come out there, I can visit the site, and then I could take their vision. We can put it on paper, get out there, look at it, and then give them what they're looking for.
And the owner of this property mentioned that you had done work for his parents. That's how he got to know you. How many times do you have clients who will refer you to their children or to their parents?
Well, we've been doing it over 25 years, and so we get a lot of that now. And that's one thing we pride ourselves on, is repeat customers, also customers we do the jobs in the family.
And he was saying that the owner was saying that there was, he doesn't know you to be a person to say no. It's one of those things where if they want a feature in their outdoor, kitchen, patio, whatever you're doing for them, if you don't have the ability or the means yourself, you can bring somebody on that can make this happen.
Yes, I have the attitude that we can make it happen. If you let us know what you want, we'll work to meet that goal. If we can't, we'll say we can't, but majority of the time, we work to try and make it happen.
And you're located in Ocean Springs, but I would imagine that you serve most of South Mississippi.
We serve South Mississippi. We're also state licensed in Louisiana, Alabama. We had an office in Alabama for 6 years, over in Alabama. So we did a lot of work in Alabama, but we do a lot of work on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Yeah,
so I think the key is that there's, budget is always going to be a concern. Mm-hmm. You can't want an $80,000 job for $5,000. I imagine people want to get the most out. They want to stretch their dollar as far as they can. But take a look. If you have a backyard that you want to do something with, if you like to host, if you like to invite people over, but the backyard isn't just fitting. It's trees and it's shrubs and listen. Give Elliot a call with Decorative Concrete Designs. You could have something like this. Once they start, 4 to 5 days. If you're going to get in the design process, it may take a couple days longer, but give them a call. If you have any questions, you see that number there at the bottom of your screen. You see that website at the bottom of your screen. Go take a look at their work. I mean, his work speaks for itself. Take a look here. This is some amazing work, and it's years old. It looks like it was just poured yesterday. Elliot, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.